Mr. Marky Back Road Ministry, the world premiere. Coming at you live and direct. How's everybody doing this beautiful Monday? Thank God for another day. What can I say? Jay-Z, the faux phony, gets what he deserves in the end. If you've been peeping my videos, I had a video out when faux came out. Jay-Z was about as pro-black as Colin Kaepernick was, Mr. Kneel Down, who ain't kneeling nowhere now. And, Jay-Z thought he had created this, black conscious, album, the faux phony. Jay-Z has been a part of this establishment in hip-hop for years following the death of Biggie and Tupac. And Jay-Z, in my opinion, has been the problem with hip-hop for years. So, faux phony 0 for 8 with his pro-black consciousness BS album that he tries to spur on people. Then to make it more interesting, he tries to go to war with Trump, trying to show African Americans that I'm for African Americans, black unemployment. Listen, Jay-Z, nobody believes anything you have to say. You're part of the same corrupt establishment that's been destroying hip-hop for years. When you first came out, it was about money. It's always been about money for you. I understand business-wise you made a couple of changes, but when them brothers wanted to distribute their own stuff and get together as a black conglomerate in hip-hop music, you turned on them. You ain't nothing but a snake. So you deserve all that 0 for 8 that you received yesterday, first. Second, you cannot beat Kendrick Lamar rapping. And truthfully, the sad thing about hip-hop is we got about 2 rappers that are in mainstream, because mainstream and these bogus program directors who are receiving payola, because payola, they just made a different way to do it. These bogus program directors won't play anybody that's out there. You got a lot of artists that deserve to shine, but the industry is so caught up on corrupting young minds that they get you garbage like Cardi B, Fetty Wap, all sorts of ignorant rap to keep the black masses down. Promoting sagging your pants like you're fagging. I hate to say it that way, but hey, I'm going to say it the way it needs to be said. That's the BS they want to continue to promote. So props out to Kendrick Lamar, pretty much the only rapper left. And that's sad. Hip-hop used to be very competitive. But right now, all we got is Kendrick Lamar holding it down by himself, because the program directors and the labels won't allow anybody else in hip-hop to shine. So what do? We're going to have to start really taking over when it comes to the internet, supporting each other through various sources like YouTube and Facebook. That's the only way these artists are going to be heard. And really, got to go back to the Public Enemy days of who gives a fuck about a goddamn Grammy. You got to do it for yourself, and we got to start supporting our own artists. Even Sirius plays artists, but Sirius ain't really letting out no artists who are trying to shine. Sirius should be like Netflix, releasing a whole bunch of independent artists and letting the world hear that there's some guys and some talent out here, more talented, and sisters with talent, more talented than Cardi B. Come on now, Cardi B. How garbage is hip-hop got? But this is where hip-hop is right now, with Cardi B. So, shouts out to Kendrick Lamar, and shouts out to Bruno Mars, because Bruno finally got what he deserved. He deserved to win those awards last night. This kid is still making music the way it should sound, and everybody else needs to play catch up. They really need to get back in the game and go back to how music's supposed to sound. We played instruments. A lot of folk that just so caught on the computer, they can't even pick up a horn or a guitar no more. We played instruments, and we need to go back to teaching our children how to play instruments, from the keyboard, the piano, the guitar, the drums. Let's go back to playing instruments. Let's bring the realness back to music, because the computer is going to destroy music. You got all these cats trying to produce. They can't produce. They make these tick-a-tat, slap your back beats on the computer. Man, it's hype. No bass, no nothing. It sounds like some Girl Scout choir music. Then they start rapping over it. Come on, man. Let's get back to music fundamentals. And I want to thank Bruno Mars, who got what he deserved last night, clean sweep at the Oscars. I mean, at the Grammys, my fault. I'm thinking about movies, but clean sweep at the Grammys and pretty much won for real music last night. Let's get back to real music, real sounds, real instruments. Let's get back to really instilling that into our young artists that are coming up. Play something. What do you play? Drums, piano, guitar, play something. But two people most deserving won last night, Bruno Mars, Kendrick Lamar, and right now music is hurting. These brothers are holding it down. And as far as Jay-Z, the 444 phony, you didn't deserve to win crap for that album. That album was whack. You're whack because you've been the problem with hip-hop for many years now. And finally, somebody said, no, Jay, you're not going to win anything last night. Nobody cares about you being so-called pro-black when you didn't bend it like Beckham for the industry for years. Mr. Mocky, Back Row Ministry, peace and hair grease.